Hey everybody, welcome to Tea Time. I'm so glad you're joining me. It is, what day is it? It is, May 19th, people. I'm going to talk about my weekend real quick and then get to my guests. I'm so excited. So Friday I just stayed home because I'm learning lines. I'm actually going to be filming two things in June. One the beginning of June and the other one the third weekend in June. So I've got a lot of lines to learn. And then Saturday, I went to dinner with my girlfriend Doreen, and we went to a wonderful place called City Cellar, and it was delicious. So check it out. It's like in the Mineola area, like somewhere around there. And then Sunday, we're gonna put up pick A, please, because yesterday is laundry, because we all need clean underwear. And I came down to Limo Talk. There I am with the guys, Graz and Richie and Bobby, and I had a really nice time with the guys. So shout out to Limo Talk and my three men, because it's been a while since I did their show, and Graz called me, and it was nice to come down for an hour and hang with them. So watch them every Sunday night here on Strong Island. So let me get to my guest, because I'm so excited, because I know her for so long, and I asked her a while ago to do my show, and this woman has been busy. She's busy. There's a lot here. She's an actor, she's a writer, she's a producer, she's a singer. Debra Toscano is here. Hi. How are you?
I'm good, and thank you for having me.
I'm so glad this worked out. I
me too.
finally got you, It's,
sweet.
life's all about timing, right?
Absolutely,
So,
100%.
But I'm excited she's here. And we're going to start off by saying that you're originally born and raised in Astoria for a little bit.
I was born in Astoria, and I lived there until I was very old, 4 months old.
4 months
4 months,
old.
and then we moved to Valley Stream. And I lived there until I was 4.5.
Right.
And then my dad said, we're out of Valley Stream, and they bought a house in Seaford.
Seaford.
So I really grew up in Seaford.
So you went to Seaford High School, did you?
No, I went to MacArthur High School.
See, that's weird.
MacArthur Generals. Yes, MacArthur, if you're listening.
See, because I'm in Wantagh,
Right.
but North Belmore Schools,
Oh,
and Wantagh
okay.
High School was closer for my daughter,
Right.
but she ended up going to Mepham. It's weird.
It's weird, and how we're situated also. It's just,
Yeah.
I should have gone to Seaford High School.
I know. It's
Yeah.
crazy, right?
So,
I know. My one girlfriend was in Wantagh. Her daughter went to Seaford.
Yeah.
Depending on, she was on the other side of Sunrise, and
It's weird, very,
whatever.
very weird.
But we could put a pick B, please, because you were freaking cute as a kid. Oh, look.
can I just say something?
I love it.
That is,
Don't say that's not you.
no, that is me. That
know
is
it's
my
you.
favorite picture of myself
It's
as a little kid.
adorable.
I loved that dress and the necklace that I have on.
Look how you remember.
Yeah, the necklace. My Noni gave that to me, and it's actually her handwriting of my name.
Oh, I love it.
My sister has one, I have one, and I still have it. I mean,
Oh,
and
that
I
is
was
priceless.
I think I was maybe 4 in that picture.
Thank you.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. That's priceless, though. That's priceless. Listen, if I see a kid pic of my guest, I put it up.
That was a surprise. I love
do. I
it.
put it
Thank
up.
you. That's so cute.
Hey, no problem. So, but you've been performing since you're like little, like me. I got up. My mother put me on stage at 4 years old. You've been like singing, dancing, and acting. We are like the J-Los without her ass or her money.
Right, that's
We're
right.
a triple threat.
Well, wait,
okay?
I have the ass. I just don't have the money, and I have more of the ass now.
And but we dance, we sing, we act,
Yes.
and we've been doing it since we're very small.
Right.
But your first like performance was in 4th grade. I think you played what, Betsy Ross?
Betsy Ross in the. You're good, T. You're very, very good. Betsy Ross in. It was the show called 1776.
Yes.
And I had to be on the stage and pretending to like make the
flag. Oh my God, that's great.
That is so
That
funny.
is great. No, because I also had almost a similar experience where I was in the 4th grade, and it was like Black History Month, or we were doing something with African Americans, and I picked Leontine Price, and I sang the song Summertime.
Oh wow. Okay.
And I remember wearing my mother's stole.
Right.
Like I wanted to look very sophisticated, mature. But I remember, we remember this, right?
Yes.
It's crazy. Now, when you were in high school, did you belong to the chorus?
I was in chorus. I was.
And you did all the shows.
All the shows, absolutely.
Yeah.
It was a lot of fun in high school. I didn't want to leave high school.
And neither did I.
Yeah, because I loved it.
It was a ton of fun, but reality is you did go on to college,
Yes,
right?
Yeah. And I went to Nassau Community for a semester.
Yeah.
And then a friend of mine who was a singer, she's like, well, I'm going to Five Towns College. And I'm like, Wait a minute.
It's closed now, isn't it?
When I went to Five Towns, it was here in Seaford.
Oh, okay.
They changed a lot of different
Okay.
locations.
Yeah.
They were first, I think, they were in Merrick.
Yeah.
And then they moved to Seaford.
Right.
And now they're in Dix Hills.
Oh, they are. Okay,
Yeah.
I wasn't sure.
So she was like, I'm going to music school. And I'm like, oh, hell no. I'm going to music school. So I was only there for a semester
Right.
in Nassau. And then I got my degree at Five Towns College.
Okay.
But at that time,
Yeah.
it was only a 2-year school.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
only 2 years.
Right,
Now
right,
they're a
right.
4-year accredited school.
Yeah.
But I never went back and
Yeah.
so.
But you come from a musical family.
Yes,
Your
I do.
Your dad is a musician.
Yes.
He plays piano and the accordion.
Yes,
He plays
accordion
both.
was his
and you
original
do too.
instrument.
You play
Yes.
both also.
So does my
right?
sister.
Oh, and your sister
Yes.
also. So
Yep.
we're gonna put up some pics. So let's go to pick. Let's see. Wait. Let's wait. Oh yeah. Oh wait, and he landed a role, your dad, as an
Yes.
accordion player.
Yes.
In the movie The Many Saints of Newark.
Yes, and also in Dinner for Two.
Dinner for
Another
Two
short with Matt.
also.
Matt Ventry was in that.
Yes.
As well.
Okay, so let's put up pics G, please. Pick G. We're gonna skip around a little bit. There he is.
There's my pop, Frank Toscano.
Yes. And we'll put up H. Wow, I love these. And that's him with Louis Veneria.
Louis Veneria, who's a very good friend of mine.
I had him on the show.
Yes,
he
Louis-
was here.
Yep.
He was here in person.
Louis is
Yes, he's a singer.
a singer and an actor.
He's great.
He's great. And
Let's put up the next pic, because
Yeah.
the next pic is actually you and
Me and
Louis.
Louis, yeah, there you
Yes.
go.
And if we can jump all the way down to V, Bobby, I'm making him work. V is a pic of your dad playing with you.
Yes, that was a gig that we did up in Westchester at a French restaurant.
Isn't that nice? How special is that?
Yes, I worked with my father my whole life.
Oh my gosh.
Oh yeah, absolutely. He was the piano player in the band that we had, and I was the lead singer.
Oh, that's
So,
lovely.
yeah, he brought
Did
me
your
on-
sister sing?
She sings, she
Yeah.
plays piano,
Yeah,
she plays
yeah.
the drums, she plays the accordion. She had her own
Wow.
band together for years as
Yeah,
well.
yeah,
Weddings,
yeah.
parties, anything.
Yeah.
I mean, back in the day, we worked all the time.
Wow.
It was incredible.
That's great.
It really,
Now, did
really
you do
good.
like private parties?
Weddings, weddings,
Really?
parties, some clubs, you know.
Yeah.
We really didn't do the club scene because we were working so much with weddings.
I was
And
gonna say, how old were you? Were you like
I was
of drinking age, or were you younger than that?
No, I was 12.
You were 12.
I was 12.
Wow.
Yeah, he brought me on when I was 12.
That is so
In fact,
cool.
we did a
is so
bridal
cool.
showcase. This is very funny. We did a bridal showcase at the time it was Nassau Coliseum.
Yeah.
And they had all these vendors and the bands, and we were trying to
Yes.
sell the band.
Yeah.
So we were able to showcase the band.
So you performed.
So I performed, and they had a big long runway, and I never forget, they dressed me up in some outfit that I looked like I was about 19, 20 years old. And Mary Kay had a booth. And they brought me to the Mary Kay booth, and they did my makeup.
Oh my God.
And to this day, my mother's like, "You looked gorgeous, Mary Kay." I go, "Ma, I was 12, and they made me
Oh
look,
my God,
look like I was
that's great.
25."
Like Brooke Shields,
Like,
right?
right,
When Brooke
exactly.
Shields started when she was young, they made her
Exactly.
look older.
Oh my God,
Oh
so
my
funny.
God, that's great. And we could put up pic C, please, because it's actually a picture of you singing at a show.
Yes, that was actually a salute to the military show.
Yeah. Salute. Well, now that you mentioned the Salute to the Military show, tell everyone about it.
Okay, so the Salute to the Military show is a show that I do with a buddy of mine. His name is Wayne Soares. He's up in the Berkshires, Cape Cod area, that whole area up there. And what we do is it's music and comedy.
Nice.
And the shows benefit the veterans.
Right.
So and all the proceeds go to the veterans. So we host our show at different venues up in the Berkshire area and
Nice.
Boston and Massachusetts, wherever we can do a show. And it's funny because I've been so busy here that it's hard for me to get up there. So our last show was about 2 years ago, but he still runs the show and he still gets other guests up that way and all
Yeah,
that. So
yeah.
it's a really fun show because all the song I open with the national anthem and you know he does
Well,
his
speaking of the national anthem, hello, you actually that's how Bobby Inns from Limo Talk heard you.
Oh,
he said,
okay.
"Holy cow, who are you having on tomorrow night, Theresa?" And I told him it was you, and he's like, "I know her. I know her. She's an amazing singer. I've heard her sing the national anthem because he works at City Field.
Oh,
he works at
okay.
City Field. He worked at he works at USB Marina. He works he works all over. He does concerts at the Garden. He's all over, and he's like, oh, I heard her sing. She's incredible." And I'm like, I'm gonna tell her that. But yes, you sang for New Jersey and New York sporting events.
Yes, all the sporting teams.
The national anthem, and you also sang the America the Beautiful at the U.S. Open.
Yes, twice.
Nice.
Yes. Yeah. And it was
That's exciting.
Very exciting because when you do the anthem, the only team that ever paid was the New Jersey Devils.
Really?
Yes, and I only got that gig. They were auditioning because I
know they do audition.
Yes,
yeah.
But the Devils have a steady girl. Her name is Arlette.
Okay.
And Arlette is a very dear friend of mine. And when I got the gig for the Devils, I was subbing in for her when she couldn't do.
Right.
So, but I didn't know her at the time.
Yeah.
So fast forward, I don't even know how many years later, I get a gig at a restaurant called Angelina's in Staten Island. And my DJ, Frankie Gallo, he's like, yeah, Arlette is upstairs. And I'm like, Arlette? He's like, yeah, she's performing upstairs. I said, wait, the only Arlette I know is a woman that does the Devils. And it ended up being the same person. So then we became really, really good friends because she's friends with Angelina, who's friends with Anthony Wilkinson from my Big Gay Italian Wedding. It's insane.
I know, it's
everybody
all connected,
is
right?
connected. It's crazy.
It's a small.
But Arlette is a phenomenal singer and a good friend.
Small world. Let's talk about my big fat. Let's talk about it.
My big gay Italian wedding.
Yeah, we're gonna put on a D, please. So it's my big fat gay
There's
Italian.
no fat in it. The only fat in it is me, the chubby me.
Okay.
But there we go. My big gay
big
Italian.
Fat gay.
My
big gay wedding. Why do I keep saying fat? I gotta lose
I
some
think
weight.
for the Greek wedding, the big fat Greek wedding. Yeah.
Okay, so it's I apologize.
That's all
my
right.
big gay Italian wedding, funeral,
right,
Christmas,
right,
and what else?
Okay, so it's big gay Italian wedding, gay Italian funeral, big gay Italian midlife crisis.
It's
big gay Italian Christmas,
yes,
and now it's my big gay Italian casino adventure.
Casino adventure.
Yes, that's the newest show.
Okay, and then we could put up pick E, please. That was D. We could put up E also.
Ah, there she is.
There she is. That's
How you doing,
Antonian? How you doing? How you doing? I actually went down to Jersey to actually audition. You called me. You called me.
Oh my goodness, that's right.
Yeah, you called me and you're like, come down. I didn't get it. But I had fun, coming down and,
sorry.
Well, it's not your fault. I don't know. Don't you know somebody? I don't know. But it's a great show. It's a lot of fun, and that's what it's about. But you perform all over.
Right.
The casinos now, you perform in my mother's favorite casino, where she's there today. Hello, Jean Canastraci. I hope you're winning some money in those slots. She loves oceans.
Okay, well, we're not at Ocean anymore.
No, but you were.
We were.
You
yes,
were.
Yes.
You were, amongst other.
Yes, we were at the resorts.
Casinos.
We were at Golden Nugget.
Yes.
We played, where else did we? Ocean.
Yeah.
And now our residency is at Hard Rock.
Yes, Hard Rock. Yeah.
So
that's fantastic. So theater, we're talking about theater. Musical theater. You also did Sisters Christmas Catechism.
Yes. Oh my God. I was on tour with a show called Girls Night the Musical.
Yes.
And I was one of the 5 girls.
Which I was going to mention, Girls Night the Musical.
Okay.
And
that
was my next one.
That we're also we're producing the show Sisters Christmas Catechism. That's a whole entity in itself. It's written by Mary Pat Donovan.
Yes.
She lives out in California, and she's the original sister.
Right.
So Late Night Catechism is the brand name, and then she branched out and she did big Sisters Christmas Catechism, the Christmas show.
Yes.
And then, so the producers had asked me when we were on a hiatus for Girls Night, they said, would you be interested to play Sister? And I jumped on it.
Well, let's put a pick, I can't see anything without these readers. Pick W, please, and tell me if this is part of that, because I just pulled it.
Oh my God, yes.
Okay.
That's the costume.
Okay, that's the costume. So that's pick W, and then we could put up X, because X cracked me up.
Okay, so but I'll tell you about these 2 pictures. I got a phone call from Mary Pat, and she was like, take that down now. She didn't want, a friend of mine, my friend Patrick.
Thank you.
He wanted to take some pictures of me in my nun costume.
Yes.
Just for publicity for me.
Yeah.
So those had nothing to do with, that's the actual costume. But nothing to do with the show.
I didn't think so.
Yeah.
But they're great pics.
They're great pics, yeah. And he actually made me Christmas cards with all of those, every single one.
Oh my God, that's great.
Those,
yeah, there were like 4 or 5 of them.
Yeah, it's
I just pulled the 2.
That's
you
great.
Also did Cinderella. You did
Yes.
Guys and Dolls.
Yes.
You did Mike and Mindy's Crazy Karaoke Party.
Yes, that's a show that was written by my friend Mark Corallo. Hi, Mark, if you're watching. It's a show about a couple that. The show is still trying to get off the ground.
Yeah.
But it's like a feel good. It's about a couple that's, she's a beautician and he's a plumber, and they love karaoke, and they end up getting a record deal at the end of the show. So they're trying to produce that like throughout the city for over this summer as well. So, but they've been at it for quite some time.
No, that's good.
So,
That's good.
Yeah.
Listen, let's put up. Because she's done everything. She's done TV, she's done movies, she's done shorts. I mean, everything. You do everything. Let's put up Pick T, please, because you landed a commercial, which we both auditioned for, which was funny.
You did too?
Yes, I auditioned for that, but I also auditioned for the one where I ended up playing. It was for. Oh my God. No. It was the other one that you and I also auditioned for too. For traveling. It was for traveling. Oh my God.
Oh, yes.
I can't remember. I'm having a brain fart.
I can't think.
Sorry.
I can't think. Oh my God. Because our types are so similar.
I know.
I mean, it's like you're me, I'm you. It's
No, it's so funny because I was playing a video and someone heard it and they go, who was my husband, I think. He heard it and he goes, because he's in the other room, and he goes, that's not you. God, it sounds like you.
Right.
I'm like, no, it's not me. I said it's Debra. But it is funny.
It's funny, yes.
But
we
yeah,
get called for the same roles.
It was for not Travelocity. It was for.
No,
what was it for?
I think it was for Travelocity.
It was for something.
Something,
and
yes.
But it was a commercial, but it was
Yes.
only on the web.
Right.
And it was, and I felt so bad, but then I felt so happy that you got the sewing machine commercial, which was actually a lot better money.
It was
and
great.
It was a great.
Yes, and that
it was a
ended
great
up becoming like a series of commercials.
Yeah.
That they ended up running, and they had me as I think I'm still on their website, Brother
Yes.
Products.
We put that up, right? You put it.
Yeah, that's
all right.
yeah.
Thank you. I like because I'm looking down here. I'm not always looking up there. And then, okay, we talked about the salute to the military. Cross that out. And oh, girl, we gotta go back to I think it was 2008. You did the Don't Forget the Lyrics. Okay, so listen, there was a show back in the day, 2008. Called Don't Forget the Lyrics, and it was hosted by Wayne Brady.
Right.
And she won. And I sent Bobby a couple of videos of it, and we're gonna play the first video. I have to play this because my girl Allie Mulrain was there to help you out.
Yes.
So let's take a look at the video, shall we?
Hey everybody, welcome back to Don't Forget the Lyrics. When we left, we were going for $50,000 right here. Debra, all that stands between you and that money, 3 words, sets you free. You get this right, you've got $50,000. You get it wrong, you leave with $25,000. Still not a very bad payday.
We'll have dinner. We'll go to dinner.
We'll have dinner.
It's got to be Italian then.
Dinner with mother.
Dinner. Now we leave mother home. We go to dinner.
Oh.
All right.
Oh, hey. Is it sets you free? Check it out. You ready? Because now we're playing for $100,000. We want you to give us $100,000. Look at that again.
Let's go to the Bee Gees.
Gonna go to the Bee Gees.
Yeah.
Night Fever and More Than a Woman.
More Than a Woman.
Here we go. We're looking for 6 missing words.
Okay.
You ready?
Yes.
Mr. Ricky and the band, hit me.
I found my paradise, my only chance for happiness. And if I would lose you now, I think I would die.
me.
Yes.
Are you confident? Do you know this? Are you
Yes.
sure?
Yes.
Do you want to lock in those lyrics?
I want to lock in those lyrics.
We're going to
I
lock in
know
those
this.
lyrics.
I know this.
More than a woman, more than $50,000. Is it more than a woman to me? You got it. You got $100,000. 3 categories left.
Shut up. Kids. Oh my God.
Yay! Oh my God! You want to know how she did? Let's take a look and see how she did. This girl walked away with some fuzzles.
Well, hi there, Theresa. It's John York from General Hospital. I am just checking in because apparently you have a great talk show called Tea Time on Strong Island TV. I want you to have continued great success and have a lot of fun. It sounds like you're having a lot of fun, and that's pretty much the key to everything, isn't it? So continued success. I'm proud of you. Have a great day, Theresa. Bye.
Have to do because you still have one backup.
I'm going to go with my backup.
So who would you like to use?
I'm going to use Allie.
Allie. Hey, Miss Allie, grab the microphone. Come on down. Hey, Allie.
Hi, Wayne. How are you?
Allie, do you know what the correct lyric is?
This is really close.
Right.
Out of my head, day and night, night and day. I think that's right.
Right.
And night. I think all the time is right, too.
Okay. Okay.
I'm kind of with you on that. I think I am.
Al, you sure you're not sure?
I'm as sure as you're sure. I'm not more sure than you, and I'm not. It looks pretty right to me.
It sounds right. It looks right. It sounds right, but I'm not sure.
Would you like to lock in these lyrics, or are you going to walk away?
You know what, Wayne? I always take a risk. I took a risk coming out here and having a good time, and I'm going to leave with what I've got because I don't want to blow it all. And I think that's a great payday. And I'm just happy that I got this far. I had a blast playing the game. It's awesome. So
You played it so well, too.
thank
Played
you.
it so
I'm
well.
going to walk away with
Did
it.
such a great job. All right. Come on down. All right, so now that you've walked away, do you think that this is the correct answer?
I don't think it's the correct answer.
Okay,
Yeah.
Trish, do you know the correct answer?
I'm right in the middle.
You're right in the middle. Well, let's take a look. What's the correct answer? Wrong. All right. Well, I guess you were pretty right because you've got your money. You have got your cash. She was a heck of a player.
I mean, I remember that show. I watched it all the time
Right.
because I loved it because it kind of reminded me of Name That Tune.
Right.
You know, in a sense. But
yeah.
so did you have to fly out to LA for that?
Yes, I auditioned
Okay.
for it. I actually saw the ad for it on playbill.com.
Okay.
And I thought it was a singing competition. Because sometimes when I read things, I'm just like, I kind of scan through.
Yeah.
And I said, oh, I'm gonna go audition for it. It was a rainy December morning. And I said, I don't really feel, it was open call.
Right.
I said, I don't think I really want to go. And then I'm like, something just said to me, just go. I go to audition, and they made me sing.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
I knew nothing how anything was run. There's,
Right,
you know,
right.
I sang, they said, okay, if we want you, we'll give you a call back.
Okay.
That night, I was sitting at the Majestic Diner on Oak Country Road with my folks.
Yeah.
Got a phone call, and they said, we want you to come back tomorrow for a call back.
Oh.
So I went for a call back, and it did the same thing again. Same thing. Okay, if we want you, we'll call you back.
Right,
I had
right.
2 callbacks, and then I had the
Wow.
final.
Okay.
And the final, I met the producer of the show.
Okay.
And he said to me when he was auditioning me, the song was Jack and Diane by John
yeah,
Cougar.
yeah, yeah.
And I sang the lyric, and then he said, "Okay, so now what do you do?" I said, "I don't know." So he said, "Are you going to lock in the lyrics?" I go, "Am I supposed to lock in the lyrics?"
Oh my God.
Because I had no idea about the show.
Oh, man.
So he said, "Yeah." I go, "Okay, I'm going to lock in those lyrics." So then when we were joking back and forth. When I was leaving, and I met him at the elevator, and he said, "You're so funny." He said, "You have a giant personality."
Yeah,
he said,
yeah.
"You're so great."
No, you hysterical.
He said, "Good." And I didn't know that
Yeah.
he was the producer.
Right.
Jeff Aploff is his name.
Okay, yeah.
And then I got the call. I was coming
That's
home from the gym one
great,
day,
yeah.
and I got the call, and they
That
said,
was
"We want
it.
you." And
Yeah.
and they said to me,
So they flew Allie.
They said
flew the three of you
yes,
out?
the three of us out. Yep.
Nice.
They were great. They gave us a per diem every day. And
Oh, yeah.
They treated us. It was amazing.
Nice.
It was really, really amazing.
What a nice
So it was great.
experience.
Really
And they
great.
said, Debra Toscano from Queens, New York.
I remember signing all the papers, and I was like, I can't believe I won this. It's a life changer.
Oh my God. Let's talk about pick J, please. Let's go to J, which is Conversation Corner.
Oh yes.
Let's talk about that.
Okay.
Thank you.
Conversation Corner
Yeah.
was my talk show, actually.
Yes.
And Steve and Juanita Rahaman, who are Rahaman Studios, they were my producers.
Yes.
And I had the opportunity to interview actors like we're doing here.
Right,
like you're
right.
doing with me.
Yeah.
And all the different actors that were in the productions of Rahaman Studios.
Right.
Other actors that I brought in, some of my friends from the Big Gay Family.
Yeah.
And it was such a hoot. It was a hoot. It was on the internet. It was just on
Yeah,
Facebook.
yeah.
That's where we put it up, and it was just great because I had always so many great questions and so many great guests, and everybody wanted to do the show. It was
Yeah.
good. I never had anybody that said, no,
Yeah,
I can't come on and do the show.
yeah.
You know, I mean, it's so much fun.
Yeah,
you know.
no, it is. How long did you do it?
Probably a year and a half.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Can we go to pick E, please? Because you have to tell me about this pick, which is the Housewives of
Jeez, of Secaucus. Yes. Okay, so
This is hysterical. Just the picture's hysterical.
was obviously a spoof on the Housewives of New Jersey.
Yes, of course it was.
And actually, Kim in the corner with the purple hat.
Yes.
She is Melissa Gorga's sister.
Okay.
Who's the housewife on
Yes.
the
Yeah,
Jersey
yeah.
Housewives. So this woman, Nancy Levine, wrote the show, and then she wanted to do it at the Avenel Performing Arts Center.
Right.
And then she gave the show to Anthony Wilkinson to rewrite.
Right.
And he rewrote it and added his touch,
Twist.
his
His
twist to
little
it, and then
twist.
she produced the show, and we did it for a little while, and then
Wow.
she pulled the show, she recast it with drag queens.
Yeah.
And then we were all out of a job.
That's
I lost to a
showbiz.
drag
That's
queen.
showbiz, people.
That's showbiz, you know.
Let's continue. I want to continue because there's so much more here to get to. So basically, you started with a movie back in 2003 called Chooch.
Yes. Oh my God. That Tracy is so good.
We're going way back.
We're going way back.
2003
yes.
with Chooch.
Mrs. Della Vecchia. My name was, I believe it was. Yeah.
And then again, movies, shorts. Then in 2010, you did Who is Jose Luck? That was a movie.
Yes.
2011, you did Tom and Sabrina's Divorce, which was also
Yes.
another movie.
Yes.
2012, you did Yasmin, the Show, which was a TV series. You played a nurse.
Yes. It was very funny. It was a very funny show.
And then I Married a Mobster, which was also a
Yes.
TV series, and you did 2 episodes. And 2013, you did Felt Famous, which was a video?
It was yes, it was a video.
Yeah,
It was
yeah.
about I think it was about puppets. If I remember correctly.
Yeah.
Oh my God, it was such a long time ago.
And then you did 2014, you did Murder Number 3 at the Higgins Building. Then you did Honestly Amelia, which is a TV series. You did
yes.
one ep.
Yes.
And 2015, you did Pain, which was a movie.
I played
Helen.
Helen, the therapist.
Right?
Yep,
The
to the mobs.
therapist, a lot of therapy here.
Yes.
And then pick J, please. If we could go to pick J. We did the conversation corner. We did that, but I don't know if it was the same pick. Was it the same pick? Let me see. Yeah? Same pick? Jay, yes, same pick.
Okay.
Conversation Corner, same pick. And then you did Wheels, which was a short.
Yes.
And you played Mandy.
Yes.
Scarlata.
Yes, that was fun to do.
And you did Cupid, which was a short.
Oh yeah, they flew me to Toronto for that.
Fun.
That was really cool. That was really cool.
2015-16, you did Ringers, which was a TV series,
Yes.
right? You played Dawn. You did 4 episodes.
Yes. That was a hoot and a half to play because she was, oh my God, she was like a Tony Ann character.
Yeah.
You know.
And then let's put a pick R, please, because you did something for Discovery ID. It was called My Little Dirty Secret.
Yes. And my girl Janelle is in there, and I played her mother in that episode. Yeah.
Cool. And then in 2016, you also did Our Time, which was a movie.
Yes.
You did Disappointed, which was a TV series, 1 episode.
Yep.
Little Investments, which was a short.
That was great.
Yeah.
I got a lot of great footage out of that.
That's good.
That was really good.
That's good. Well, whatever I saw was hysterical. 2017, you did Pain and Suffering, a legal comedy, which was a short. You played Doris. And then you did The Queen's Project, which is a TV series.
Yes.
Kathy.
Yeah.
And then Out, which I liked.
Okay, thank you. Yes.
Which was a short. You played the mom.
Yeah.
Right? And then Vincent Takala.
Yes, Takala.
Played your husband.
Yes.
I'm trying to get him on the show, and he won't do it.
Why not?
I don't know.
We'll have to,
Vincent.
Vincent, if you're watching,
Listen.
come on the show with Theresa.
You have to come on the show. He's like, oh, I don't think I can. All these are great people you have on. And
He's
I'm like,
working so
come
much.
on. No, seriously, Vincent, I want
Vince,
you on.
you have to do the show.
I don't care. And then it was good. It was really good.
Oh, thank you.
I loved it. And then we're gonna put up picks K, please, because you did a movie called Snitches.
Yes.
And that that's Peter Gordio.
Yes,
I actually
good
went
friend.
to high school with Peter.
Yeah, he's great,
We did
Peter.
Gravesend together, and I love him to death. And we're gonna go to the next one, which is L, because it's a pic of you and John Marola.
Yes.
Shout out to John,
Hi,
because
John.
John and Peter were in it. And then the last pick, you. I know we're gonna jump to you. Is a pic with you and Peter and John.
Yes.
Back in the day.
Back in the day.
Holding those flags.
Yep.
That's great. But Snitches was awesome, and you were the thank you, and you were the executive producer.
Yes. Yeah, I was with Rahman Studios, and I was the executive producer.
Yeah. Another one of his films.
Yep.
You did Jaded, which was a short. You played Mia.
Yes.
And we're gonna go to Pick M, please, which was a TV series, and you did 12 episodes.
Tainted Dreams.
Tainted Dreams. This is Emmy nominated.
Yes, we went out to the daytime Emmys in 2014.
You did, which I think is is that you on the red carpet? S. Can you go to S, please?
Yes.
There we go, baby, and you're standing next to Mario.
Well, what they did was they made a compilation
They did
of the
that.
best dress.
Yes.
And I got on the best dress. That's me in the
you
gray.
got on the best dress.
Yes.
Oh my God.
I know. I was very excited about that.
That's awesome.
And you know where I got that dress?
Where?
On the sale rack at Estelle's.
Really?
No joke.
Oh, girl, you got lucky. No, you got lucky. I thrift. I'm a professional thrifter, and I
Estelle's
love to
dressy
thrift.
dresses.
And that's hit or miss too.
Yeah.
It really is.
Yep.
But that is awesome. Okay, so we're gonna continue now. Because I'm not taking any breaks right now. You know what? Let's take a break. We're going to take one break. One break, Bobby. I think we can take one break. Well, maybe two, but we're definitely going to take one. We'll be back after this. There's so much more. We're going to talk about the Della Marta sisters. Ooh. And my friend Randy's in that too. We'll be right back after this.
How you doing? It's Sal the Voice Valentinetti. Why are you watching me? You should be watching Theresa Canastraci Tea Time with Theresa Canastraci Farrell. And make sure you follow Theresa on Facebook. Tea Time with Theresa Canastraci Farrell. We'll see you there.
I love the way you say my name. I love.
We're coming back. We're back. We're back. I'm so glad you're joining me tonight. I have my friend Debra Toscano here. She's an actor, singer, writer, producer. She does it all. Except, we've never really done anything together.
We've never done
yet.
anything together.
We have to.
We have to do something.
Oh my God, it would be a piss up.
All right? I mean, we'd be like
Even
Franny
if
and
I write
Andy
something,
and Annie and Franny
even if we
from,
write something.
from the Lords of Flatbush. We should write something
We
together.
should.
Absolutely.
Oh, I got a few
Yeah.
things in my mind.
All right, cool.
But
Let's do
listen,
it.
I'm so glad she's here. I met her actually we met years ago in acting school,
Yes.
in acting class, and that had to be like 7, 8 years ago, and maybe
Yeah, probably.
easy,
Yeah.
easy. I met
Yeah.
you, I met Charlie,
Yeah,
a lot of Matt Ventry. Shout out to Nat,
Frankie also.
Yeah. And I know Charlie hangs out with him a lot.
Yes, Charlie. Yeah, we sometimes we go out to dinner with Frankie.
Yeah. I love him too.
He's a good egg, Frankie.
Yeah, so many great people, really. So let's talk about the Della Morta sisters.
All right.
Okay, because we're gonna go to pick N, please. This was, you played Nicoletta.
Yes.
Leave that there a minute, please. To the left is this beautiful blonde, Randy. Who, actually, I had Randy on my show.
Randy's great.
Yeah, she's fabulous. I'm not familiar with the other.
Judith.
Okay, Judith.
Yes, Judith.
And this was a film by Bill. Was it Bill?
Bill Sorvino was our.
Okay, because I did have Bill on my show.
Okay.
But I wanted to make sure
Bill's great. He's adorable. He's so
that
handsome
was
and such a
his.
sweetheart.
I just wanted
Oh
to
my
make
God.
sure that was his.
Yes.
But Bill. Shout out to Bill. I'll be sending this. Anyone I mention, I send the show
Right.
to. So shout out to Bill.
And my cousin Andrew Marino and his son Ben wrote it.
And 5 nominations, 5 wins.
Yes. Yep.
Right? Best ensemble,
Yes.
best everything. I mean, it really.
Yep.
Really had some great
Got some really
feedback.
great feedback. And
Yeah.
it had its legs for a little bit. Yeah.
Yes.
So.
Love it. Love it, love it, love it. And how much fun was that, though?
It was great because I get killed at the end. So I had
she gave
I
it
had
away,
to buy
people.
5 of the same dresses
Oh, my gosh.
because
of the...
of the goo.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
You know,
'cause
and
you can't...
You
yeah.
can't.
No,
I
no.
mean, like I even took the dresses home to try to wash them. You could get the
no,
stain,
you
like
can't,
forget it. So I had to
no.
buy 5 pink dresses. When you see them on the floor at the end, it's like, oh my God, covered in that. I was like, I'm sticky. Because it's like it's some kind of a sugary, and like I'm
mixture.
very sticky right now.
Yeah, it's like cotton candy before it becomes cotton candy, you know? And to back up, you did do 3 Doors from Paradise, which
Yes.
was also a movie. You played Stephanie.
Yes.
And you also did, the casting director on that as well.
Yes, I was with Tin Mirror Productions.
Yeah.
Yes, they're a local company out here on Long Island.
Yes.
And they do many projects.
Yes.
And Joe LoBianco.
I don't know what happened to Skip. I was supposed to, they cast me for that and they never called me
Okay.
to film. It's so weird.
Well, they never. I don't even know if they. I think they're in the editing process now.
Yeah.
But that was filmed many years ago.
a long time ago.
So a lot of people from the studio,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know, were in it.
Yes,
So
and then it was fun. It was fun going into the
fun,
city
yes.
and auditioning in person.
It's
Remember
fun.
those days?
Yes. Oh, right. Oh my God, Theresa.
I
And
know.
when's the last time I auditioned in person?
I know. It's
I don't know.
crazy. You did Stuffy Fluffy, which was
Yes.
a short.
Oh my God, that was hilarious. I played some crazy lunatic gypsy witch.
Oh my God.
That was in the depths of somewhere upstate Westchester on some ranch, and it was in the middle of the night. It was crazy.
And then you did Devil Within, which was a movie.
Yes, yes.
And then we're going to pick O, please, because in 2020 now we move into Unbound. O, not O, not O. Unbound.
Unbound, yes.
Oh, Unbound.
And that's
O.
Daniel O'Shea, who was my.
There it is. There it is.
My-
If you could leave that there, thank you. So yes, Daniel.
So can I do a little dish on this right
And
now?
you played. Yeah, go ahead.
I had my first on-screen kiss with him.
You know, I'm waiting for mine. I'm still waiting for mine.
Yeah.
I have
It was
a
a
couple
good
of
on-screen
people lined
kiss. It was my
in
first
mind
one.
and lined up. Thank you,
Danny,
you,
I
Bobby.
love you if you're watching.
And so, how was it? The on-screen kiss.
It was great, but we were not really like in love.
Yeah.
You know, like it was one of those things where he was.
Yeah. No, because you have to have. I mean, listen, I've never had one, but before you have one, I'm assuming you have to talk to the partner you're kissing.
Well, I'm like, did you,
and
have
say,
a
look,
did you brush your teeth? Are you
oh,
wearing?
yeah.
Did you take a tic tac?
open mouth, closed mouth,
Right.
tongue, no tongue.
Right, and he's
like
married.
a movie kiss,
Right.
where you just press your lips and move your head.
Right, right. Or
That
do you
kind of
pretend
thing.
and like he puts his hand over your?
Right, kind of like covering the area. You know.
It was just a regular, bland.
I haven't had one yet, but
Yeah.
I'm patiently waiting.
Well, I'm waiting for like the big.
Sexy?
the big
You want a sexy?
kiss, yeah.
Yeah, big kiss.
Yeah.
Big, wet, sloppy,
The big
juicy.
wet slot. I want to be
Yeah, yeah,
naked
yeah.
on set. I want to be in a nude
Listen,
scene.
I will do. Someone said to me, "Will you do nudity?" And I said, "I will if it makes sense to do it. I
Right.
don't do it just to do it." Because
No, hire me. I
'cause had-
will be naked
'cause
anytime
shout
anybody
out
wants
to
me.
Mary Kennedy, because I had Mary Kennedy on the show from The Walking. Not from The Walking Dead. Why am I saying The Walking Dead? Was it The Walking Dead? Oh my God, again, another brain fart. Sorry, Mary. And she had a nude scene in the shower.
Wow.
And I said to her, how was it? And she said, first of all, it was a clothes set, and then, whatever. And again, you're getting out of the shower. You're not wearing clothes in the shower.
Right.
So it makes sense. And, Kathy Bates did full nudity, getting into a hot tub. Okay,
Really?
I forgot what it was. I was watching it and I'm going, holy cannoli. Like, God bless. Because,
Right.
If it makes sense, yes. But if it doesn't make sense, just to do it, no.
I'll do it. Just call me.
You're going to do it to do it. And I want to get paid. I mean, I want...
No, absolutely. If I'm going to take my
Fazools
clothes
and
off, you better be paying me
cashola.
very well.
Yeah. Hello. And it's bothering me now that I'm having a brain fart. I'm sorry, Mary. I'm so sorry. And I had her on my show. I can't remember the show. I'm going to remember. I'll look on my next break and correct myself. So I'm bound. Then you did the Honey Zoomers.
Yes.
Which was a TV series. You did one
Yes,
episode.
and that was in during the pandemic.
Yes.
And my very good friend Jolie had recommended me for the role, and I got the role, and we taped separately.
Yes.
So everybody taped their own thing, like in their own house.
Right.
And then the producer Charles, he spliced everything together to make it look like we were in the same room.
Right,
type of thing. On the scenes. It was great. I played a doctor,
Yeah.
a smoker. I mean, it was very
Yeah.
funny.
I
Really funny
saw that
stuff.
clip. I saw
Yeah,
that clip.
It was
I saw
great.
that clip.
Charles Messina. Charles, if you're looking and watching, Jolie. How nice to see you guys.
2021, you did Dinner for Two.
Yes.
Which was a short. You were also casting director.
Yes,
for
that was also with Tin Mirror Productions.
Yes.
Right.
And then if we could put up pick P, please. You did Somewhere in Queens.
Yes.
Which was a movie written, starred, and directed by Ray Romano.
Yes.
And if we could go to the next pick, Q, you were in the wedding scene.
Yes.
You were part of the wedding scene. There you are.
Yes.
How much fun was that?
Ridiculous. And there's a story behind this whole thing, too.
Good, I want to hear it.
Okay. So it was like right when we were coming out of the pandemic, I think.
Yes, yeah.
And I was on a roll of getting like a lot of just background work.
Yeah,
which
yeah,
I took
yeah.
it because,
Hey, it pays the bills.
paid the
It
bills
helps
at the
pay
time,
the
and
bills.
nobody was working, and I was
Yes.
happy to be getting called and all that
Yes.
kind of stuff. So, I was on set a couple of productions, not this one, but a couple of productions before this, and I was there, and then I was in holding.
Right.
You go into set, Deborah, and then I'd get on set, and they'd be like, back to holding, and then they'd wrap everybody.
Oh.
So I felt like, not that I was wasting my time, but I felt like, like I don't want to do that. If you want to be seen, you want to be on set, you want to work,
You want to be there for a while.
Right, you want to do it.
Yeah.
So, and I'm not big on doing the background work, but I enjoy doing it. Want to know the truth?
You know what?
I do.
I'm not either, but I do enjoy it because I did it for Bradley Cooper's movie Maestro.
Okay.
Okay,
Oh,
because
nice.
he was there,
Right.
15 feet from me,
Right.
with those beautiful blue eyes, telling us what to do.
Right.
And then I did Succession, which you did too.
Yes, I did.
I did also.
I was
Yes.
one of the maids for Jeremy Strong for his house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you know what? There's nothing wrong with it.
No, it was great, and
Yeah.
and then they called me back again to be the maid again.
Yes.
And then that's when the first time was they brought me to set. I was there all day long, and then they wrapped me.
Because I was hanging out with Kieran Culkin all day.
Yes. Cool.
And he was lovely.
They were very nice to me on set.
Yes.
They all introduced themselves to me.
Yes.
They were a great bunch of people
Yep.
to
I
work
loved
with.
working
They were
with
awesome.
them. I did.
So I'd gotten all these background things, and then so I got called for Somewhere in Queens. Now I had auditioned actually for two of the female roles
Right.
that you'll see in the movie if you see the movie, the two other women. And I was like, oh my God, there's no way I can't get this. I'm like, this is so great.
Right, it's
And
me.
I
It's
didn't get
me.
it. So they called me for background work, central casting.
Right.
And I said, yes, I'll do it. Day of, I shouldn't even be saying this on TV, but the day of I was like, you know what, I don't want to do it.
Right,
So I
right,
called out and said, hey, I can't, I got another gig
Yeah.
and I can't do it. So they
Right.
called me back in a panic. No, you got to do it. I said, I can't. No, they requested for you to be on. I'm like, right, they requested to have me
Yeah,
on
right.
set. Okay, right.
Yeah, right.
So long story short, I rearranged the schedule and I ended up going.
Yeah.
So I filmed one day and they asked me to come back for the second day to finish up doing things.
Where'd they film
And-
this at? Spadina?
Astoria Manor.
Oh.
In Astoria.
Okay.
Which has been closed for 100,000
Yes.
years. So when I sign in, when I go to check in, right, they hand me a script, and I'm like, what is this?
They gave you lines?
They gave me, yeah.
Okay.
That's why they said to me, you have to be there.
Yeah.
So
They knew, you didn't.
Yeah, I didn't know. They didn't tell me anything.
Right.
So I did. There was a few lines. 1 or 2 of them I think got cut. But then at the end of almost the second day, the Ray Romano's daughter, I believe it was his daughter, came to me, and she was one of the production assistants. And she said, Ray would like you to do a little something at the end of the movie. Are you up to do it? And I said, no, I don't feel like it. I said, of course I'll do it.
You don't have to ask twice.
So she brings me over to him.
Yeah.
And on a napkin, he writes out this dialogue that he wants me to say.
Oh.
So he says, hey, Dad, he introduced himself, and I said, hi, Mr. Romano, how are you? He gives me this, he goes, I want you to say this, but I don't want you to say it exact.
Okay.
I just want you to, like, improv on
Right,
this.
right.
So I have, theater improv experience.
Yeah.
So I said, okay, no problem. I looked at it 2 seconds, and then I crumbled it, and I put it on the table behind me. And he said, okay, do you want to, like, run it? I said, no. He said, you don't want to rehearse it? I said, no. Just go.
Yeah, let it be organic.
Just let it go.
Let it be organic.
And what you see in the movie is what I did.
Right.
And we did 2 takes.
Yeah.
Exactly that. And after it was the crew and everybody went wild. They clapped. They were so adorable.
Right.
They were so sweet to me.
Nice.
So after I went and I shook his hand, Ray,
Yeah.
and I said, and I called him Mr. Romano. I
Yeah,
didn't say
yeah.
Ray. I said, Mr. Romano, thank you for the opportunity. He was like, Deb, you know how things go. I said, I know. I said, I could very well end up on the cutting room floor.
Absolutely.
I said, and I don't care if I do.
Absolutely.
I just want to say thank you for the
Yes,
opportunity.
absolutely.
So it was a thrill. And I get residual checks from that.
Nice.
Because they upgraded me to a
Isn't that
principal.
great? Yes,
so
they did.
It was so cool.
They did. And then you also, in the same year as Somewhere in Queens, you also did Zoe in Exile.
Zoe in Exile, yes.
Zoe in Exile,
That's
which
another
was a
thing where I
movie.
played some crazy lunatic. Dylan O'Keefe is the writer and director. I love Dylan.
Yeah.
He writes these fun, like, wow, crazy thriller things.
Yeah.
And I never ever get a chance to do that. So when he
Yeah, isn't
hired
that
me
great?
for the first one,
Yeah.
I said, yeah, let's do it.
Yeah.
So
I love doing something I've never done before.
right, it's like so out of my pocket, but I
Yes.
just,
Yeah.
it's fun. It's fun to do that.
All right, speaking about pocket, let's take my last break. And when we come back, I'm going to ask Deb what she's got coming up. So don't go away because we'll be back after this.
Doc, who's the best comedian you know?
Theresa Farrell.
And who's the best actress you know?
Theresa Farrell.
And who's the best cast member in Bad Boys?
Teresa Farrell.
Who's got the best radio?
Teresa Farrell.
Doc, who's your favorite guinea?
Teresa Farrell.
Who are you loving right now?
Teresa Farrell.
All right, Doc, I love you too, baby.
Love you as always.
Thank you.
Hey, thanks for everyone tuning in. Please like the show. Please share it. I'm live every Monday night on YouTube and Facebook at 8 o'clock. And then it goes to Roku TV, Amazon Fire TV, Twitch TV, Apple TV, everywhere podcast can be heard. And we're going to be on TV Saturday for people who live on Long Island and get Optimum TV, Channel 20 at 11 a.m.
I love it. My folks get Optimum.
Great, so they can watch us.
They can watch
They can
us.
watch you.
I love it.
I love it
Hi,
too.
Mom and Dad.
All right, so let me apologize again. Mary Kennedy. Hello. Mary Kennedy was on the show Shameless. The Walking Dead popped into my mind because Chad L. Coleman popped into my mind at the moment, and I don't know why. I had him on the show, but sorry, Mayor. And I'd love to have you back on too when you want to, promote anything you're doing. So, Debra Toscano.
Yes, Miss Theresa.
Actor, writer, producer, singer. She does it all, and you do have an incredible voice. You really,
you.
really do. I mean, I could hold a note, but I'm not a professional singer like you. You have an incredible tone. I love your tone.
Thank you.
So speaking about singing, she's a songwriter. Okay, and she actually has a CD of all originals.
Yes.
Called My Angel.
Yes.
And it is available on iTunes. So find it, and I also want you to find her. So she's on Facebook as Debra Toscano on Facebook, and Bobby's going to put her name back up on the screen so you could see it. Debra Toscano. She's on Facebook. It's Debra Toscano Sings on Instagram, and www.debraToscano.com. SingerDebraToscano.com, her website, so you can always see what's going on and what's doing. Now, let's talk about a couple of things you have coming up.
Yes.
One's called The Trouble with Billy.
Yes.
And that's a TV series.
TV series filmed out in L.A. And I filmed that. Oh my God, that had to be about, I don't even know how many years
everything's
ago.
been filmed a while ago,
And,
right?
and I just got the release forms.
because that's in post.
Yeah, I just got the release forms to say, like, we want to use you. Is it okay? And I was like, wow. Absolutely, go ahead. I'm like, go ahead.
Yes,
it's
yeah.
Crazy.
Giving you permission. How
Yep.
long were you out in LA for that?
It's 3 days, maybe.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I
So-
love when I have to travel.
Yeah.
Farthest I've ever gone for filming has been Philly. But I always keep a bag packed, bottom of the closet for quick getaways.
Just in case.
Yeah, just in case.
Just in case that phone rings.
Yeah, because 100% Sicilian. It helps that
gotta
helps
go.
that-
You
gotta go. See, I gotta go. And then tell me about Bohemia, because Bohemia, you actually wrote it and
Yes.
you're producing it.
Yes.
And
okay.
and that's in pre.
It's in pre. It's been in pre for quite some time.
Okay, well, that happens.
Starting
it.
to get things to go to I had auditions and everything.
Yes.
And then a few things fell apart, and my lead actor actually died. Yes, and a lot of the guys
horrific.
know who he
Oh,
is,
sad.
and I won't speak
No,
about it.
you
but,
don't have to.
And we were kind of on the outs at that point, so so we're looking for a new lead
Okay.
guy.
All right.
And
I know a lot of
hopefully
people. I can help with that.
Yes, and hopefully within the next year or so, we'll be even more in pre and really like location scouting and everything. So
right.
it's a cute rom-com. So
Nice.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
Matt Ventry, I did I actually played his mom
Oh.
in It's Love Bro.
Okay.
Which was a rom-com.
Yeah.
And it was great.
Love Matt. Matt's
I
great.
love Matt too. So is there anything that I missed? Because we have a couple of minutes left. Is there anything that you want to mention that I didn't? Oh, let's talk about karaoke.
Okay. Yes.
Hello.
Yes.
So
Yes.
Deborah runs a karaoke.
Yes. Crazy karaoke.
Crazy. Oh, I dropped my paper. Sorry.
You get it?
Crazy karaoke. Wait, because I wrote it down here. Every first Wednesday of the month.
Yes.
In Middle Village. Tell them the name of the place.
It's called. It's now called Erasmo. It's normally known as Villa Erasmo.
Okay.
It's a wonderful, wonderful Italian restaurant.
Yes.
And they gave me the
food's
opportunity.
good. Food's
Food
good.
is fantastic.
So it's from 7 to 10. So if you
Yes.
want, get there. I'm gonna get there early
Yes.
to eat a little mangiare.
Yeah.
So you want to come? The next show is June. What did we say?
June 4th.
June 4th.
Yes.
June 4th.
So it's the first Wednesday of every month.
Yes.
And it's ongoing. So
It's
tell your
ongoing.
friends, come on down. We
Yeah,
had our,
let's
our
take a
first
trip to
show.
Queens.
Yeah, we had our first show 2 weeks ago.
Yes.
And it was great.
Yeah.
There were people there that I didn't even know.
Oh, that's
and from the
great.
restaurant advertising,
Yeah.
they came down. So
That's
I had about
cool.
10, 15 people,
That's
which was
cool.
great.
Yeah.
And
you also book private events as well. If
private
someone wants
events,
to hire you
absolutely, yep.
to sing.
Yep, reach out on
Yeah.
my Facebook or Instagram or
Yeah.
on my website. You can email me
Yeah.
as well.
Do you have a
so.
favorite genre you like to sing it?
You know, I sing it all
Because
because
you sang in Manhattan, you sang at the Metropolitan.
yeah, the Metropolitan Room.
I saw that.
Yeah.
And you
What a great room that used to
it
be.
is.
Oh
it
my
is,
God,
It was yeah.
awesome
And beautiful, just beautiful. So yeah, but
Really great.
you
I love all genres. I mean, I grew up
Yeah.
in that
listening to everything with
listening
your dad.
to my dad.
Yeah.
I didn't have a choice.
Yeah,
I had
yeah,
to be
yeah.
a musician, and that was
Right,
it.
yeah.
And I thank God that he gave me the gift of music, him and my mom. But
Yeah.
he was my first teacher.
Yeah.
So I'm lucky enough to say that I'm able to make a living being an entertainer and a singer.
Isn't that a
So
beautiful
it's
thing?
wonderful.
It's a beautiful thing.
I'm very lucky and I'm very
And I'm
blessed.
so glad you were able to do this for me.
Well, thank you for having me, and I'm
tonight.
glad that I'm so happy that
Again, my door's always open. You want to come back
It's so
and
sweet.
more stuff
Teresa's
to
the
talk
best.
about.
She's the
Oh,
best.
stop
Thank
it.
you.
Thank you. I love you.
We got to do
All
a show together. We,
We do. We
gotta
so
write
do.
something.
So do. All right. So listen, I gotta go. But listen, I want everyone to have a wonderful week. Okay. Next Monday is Memorial Day. I won't be here. I will be, running a rerun, and I will see you the week after. So everyone, stay well, stay healthy, and remember, tell everyone you love them. Ciao.
Ciao, ciao.